All right, I think it's about time we come out of the closet. What do you say, Brennan?
No, never. Welcome back.
Welcome back to Downgrade Arcade and to Assassin's Creed Syndicate, everybody, ladies and gentlemen.
Syndicate.
Cindy Kitty.
I've never heard of this one. I've never seen this game before in my whole life.
You've never seen how the kitties
I've never seen
light on
Assassin's. What is this, Hitman?
Cinder Cat.
I've never seen this Hitman game.
This one's crazy, yo. There's a lot of child labor and like kill a lot of people. It's like super cool.
Is this a game based on the Cillian Murphy show where him and his drunk brother
The Cillian Murphy show
like live in a brick shithole and run a gang?
No, but now that you mention it, that is definitely a series I need to finish.
Is this supposed to be what's it called? Birmingham?
I don't know.
Like, what is this train yard? Because we're not in London yet. This game takes place in London, but it's not yet.
Right. Like, we're gonna go there after this. But right now, we're not in London. We're somewhere else.
London is calling.
Oh, yes. Wait, I was supposed to be over there.
You gotta go to where the green hexagon is.
Hexagon.
The hexagon.
We'll have to go to where the hexagon lies to reach.
The hexagon is my favorite shape because it reminds me of the number 4.
Oh, there's a chest in here. Totally worth.
Not worth, dude.
So worth.
Put it back.
I bet I'm gonna get something super good. Ooh, another smoke bomb and some knives.
I really read that as snake bomb.
Snake bomb.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to find the key. Oh, it's that guy over there.
You gotta find the key to Gramercy Park, dude.
It's like a Deadsy song up in here.
Put him in a closet.
Yeah, I could. I could pull off the old closet maneuver. Oh. Except I suck. Anyways, I'll just get this guy real quick.
That was such a good sneak.
Yeah, check this out. No one will know I'm here.
They're gonna know.
How will they know? They'll never know. They'll never see me.
Whistle to them. Make them come to you.
Hey! Hey, boys! I come down here and give me some of that sweet ass you got.
Yeah, give me some of that sweet ass you got.
Come here, man. What are you doing? I'm just a nice lady. Come on down. Oh.
Would you mind apportioning some of your sweet ass?
Would you please be so kind as to serve me some of your sweet ass?
Now, see, when I played this game, I played it as Evie, but I didn't do the stealth stuff.
Like this?
I would play it like I tried to, but it was more fun just to brute force. So I would use the stealth character to brute force.
You like Evie's aesthetic, but you play with Jacob's style.
Well, it was cool to get to play as a female assassin for the first time.
Yeah, it's super cool.
I am absolutely the sort of person where if I have my choice, I'll play as a female character over a male character. So that's part of it. I don't know.
Yeah.
It makes more sense too. It's just like, I mean, Jacob's just like a meathead, you know? She's the one that really embodies like.
Jacob's just a big old pastrami sandwich.
Yeah.
And Evie is like.
Evie's more of like a delicate like cucumber sandwich.
Yeah, Evie's like the vegetarian option.
It's filled with rat poison.
Light and dangerous.
Oh, would you have a cucumber sandwich? Oh, thank you very much. That's poison. That's Evie. Jacob's more like, you want a pastrami sandwich? Here he is. His name's Jacob. and then he just the deli man beats you.
The deli man.
Slaps you in the face with the pastrami.
I'm supposed to be killing enemies with barrels.
Right there. Up,
but like that's just one guy.
Yeah, but you only need 2 more.
Yeah, but like, am I gonna get any more barrels? Or is it just the
I
one?
don't know. We could get him. You're letting him get away.
Well, he'll come back.
Yeah, let's stand here for 5 minutes and wait for him to come back so we can make that 3 turn into a 4. That's a good use of everyone's time.
Yeah.
He's over there taking a leak. Look at him. He's
like
unbuttoning his pants.
pissing on that table.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a
Whistle
chest
to
over
him,
there.
dude. Just whistle.
You can't hear me. I'm too high up in the sky.
Okay, here we go.
See, he's coming back. It'll be fine. And he's going to stop very conveniently
Just short
underneath.
of it.
No.
Yeah, you walked too far now.
I bet it's cool.
No, he's too far.
I bet it's fine.
It's not going to hit him.
3 became 4.
How
Check
did you
that
hit
out.
him?
Because he stopped conveniently underneath the barrels.
He was totally too far.
No. Listen.
Are there more barrels in here that you can beat people with?
The physics of this game is so insane.
But
like, I shouldn't have been able to drop from that high to kill that guy.
Like, what is the lore reason for killing people with these barrels?
I don't know. I guess it's
Like,
just some Evie shit.
Well, but who gives a shit if you kill them with barrels?
It's just like a bonus thing that you can do.
Yeah, I mean, I get that, but
It's
I
like,
mean,
Evie, I remember from my family genetic history or whatever that she always killed people with barrels.
it's like fucking Donkey Kong gave you this side quest.
Yeah.
Kill 'em with barrels!
It's like a crossover moment.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not here. You're just imagining things. Why don't you come over here and check it out?
Why don't you just run up to him and kill him?
Come here, boy. Why don't you come and see if I'm real?
Come here, boy!
Come here. Oh, now you're dead. I love to do that. I love to play the Evie way. It's so satisfying. I feel like I've successfully punked them.
I mean, that's shocking after watching your Skyrim playthrough.
Yeah, I know.
You played as a rogue and you tried to be stealthy. And
I'm not good at Skyrim, really. I just find it fun.
Yeah.
And I kind of just laugh at myself, which is part of the entertainment of it.
That was a weird, like, change of camera there.
Little perspective change.
Yeah.
I mean, could there be one more
Activate
barrel?
it. No, there's no more barrels.
Just
Get
one
in the
more.
damn lift.
Fine, all right. I guess I'll
Maybe
progress.
there's some barrels down here.
Maybe there'll be more. Maybe it's fine. I probably failed the mini mission, but it's fine.
Back on track.
You have
Oh,
earned
dude,
2 skill points. Ooh, time to get some upgrades. How about that?
Time to get
That's
some
kind of something we could do.
some oop guards.
Oop dots. I love an oop dot. Oh, now I can kill two. More than one. That's math for you.
You can kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
That's some assassin math. Why stab one guy when you could stab 2?
You could kill 2 men with 1 knife.
Okay. Now I gotta do a sneak.
I remember it was so
walk up.
cool when you first unlock the double hidden blade. I think that was Ezio that did that.
Yeah.
It was like the first. I don't know how many Assassin's Creed games you've played.
I've played a couple. I played what was that? Unity.
Yeah, the French one.
I also played one of the more recent ones.
Did you play Origins?
I don't think I played
The
Origins.
Egyptian one? That was pretty cool. Where you could, like,
Oh wait, that was the
control
Egyptian
bird
one? No, yeah, I did play that one. I couldn't
like-
remember the name of it.
And like the flight of your arrows. You could like pilot an arrow. Like
Yeah.
midair. That was awesome.
I also like that you could like take photos and stuff. You could like set up some cool scenes. It's the photographer in me, I guess.
I never like taking pictures. Any games where it's like, oh, you can take pictures, like Dead Rising type, you know.
It's just a thing to do when you're bored, I guess.
I hate it. I don't like it at all.
Well, I'm sorry.
I don't like to take the pictures.
I'm sorry for you.
Pokemon.
Swang.
Like I remember being a kid, and this is blasphemy, I know. This is such a beloved game. Not for everyone, but a lot of people
Ooh.
like this game. But Pokemon Snap. I remember my friend growing up had Pokemon Snap in the N64. And I remember like watching them play, and it was like kind of cool to see it. To like, you know, because like when you're into Pokemon, you're just like, as a kid, you're just like, oh, it's, you know, Pokemon rendered in a 3D environment. Like it looks cool. But I also remember even having the thought as a kid where I was like, I why is this a game?
Why is this happening right now?
Like, this is... I'd much rather be playing, like, Pokemon Fire Red and leveling up my Snorlax. Getting them to learn, like, sleep and snore. Getting the Poke-Flute.
The Poke-Flute.
And whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, I mean, I guess I'm just, like, a violent asshole. I mean, most people probably were like, oh,
yeah.
finally, like, a game where you don't have to make Pokemon kill each other. You just have a nice time taking their picture. And you get them in nice little poses. I mean, I don't not get the appeal. I totally see where, you know, people are coming from, but I just personally don't. I'm not into it.
I just barely made that assassination happen.
Because you're a assassin, dude.
Oh, here he comes. Oh, there he goes.
I mean, the first Assassin's Creed game blew my mind as a kid. That was amazing. And then the second Assassin's Creed...
How old were you when you played Assassin's Creed for the first time?
I think it was like 11. It was like 6th grade. So right around there. 11 or 12, maybe.
That's crazy to me, because, like, I've said this before. I didn't really play a lot of games growing up. I didn't even know shit like this existed.
I mean, I thought I was late to the party.
Yeah, you thought you were late?
Because at that point, Assassin's Creed 2 and several of those, you know, in like the Ezio era were out. And I was like, all right. Because I knew of it. Oh, air assassinate him.
There we go.
I
Done.
knew of it, and I was into the concept, and then it took a friend of mine telling me, like, oh, hey, you should try this, and then I played it.
It is time to lay down your head, Sir David Brewster.
And I got it on my computer. I was going to say PC, but technically it was a Mac. And
will protect me.
and then afterwards I was hooked, and I'm like, I'm getting all of the next games, and I'm getting them on the PS3.
I will acquire them all.
Yeah. And then I bought a bunch of which we could play. I have them, so
Yeah. We try to like
Break
break
out my
it
PS3.
up, but
yeah.
well, we'll get to that at some point if
But I
anyone
think-
cares.
I think this is a good place to start. I mean, at this point, the plot outside of the Animus has fallen to shit. I mean, if you don't know, spoilers for this dumb plot, but you're like a douchey bartender who gets kidnapped by a white lab coat man who makes you relive your nightmares. And then at the end, you learn how to use your eagle vision. You beat someone with a crowbar, which is kind of neat.
And that is cool.
It's a little weird that it's the modern era and they don't have guns because they just didn't feel like rendering them, but that's fine. And then, oh geez, it's like the intro to Sonic Adventure.
Everything's falling apart, just like the plot.
Yeah. This is a visual representation of the of that plot, but
Yeah, I really don't care about it. I'd really just
and then you
go
like
under.
you like end the world, or you stop the world from being ended, and you like kill your girlfriend, and then they just stop with that whole thing, and then it's just, and then after that it's just like assassins hiding in caves and hooking up to an animus, and like they're like junkies. they stop being like, and it's also kind of depressing because it's like the Templars are clearly evil, and in the modern age they've won. So it's also like, no matter how cool these assassins are, or no matter what you do, the Templars ultimately like seem to come out on top.
Yeah, and it feels like there's a lot more that could be done with that. Like, I would be more interested if there was actually like some give and take, you know, with the Templars and assassins, but it's always just the Templars winning.
Yeah. And honestly, I mean, like, my perspective on all of this was, when I first played this as a kid, and I played the first Assassin's Creed, I thought to myself, like, hey, wouldn't it be cool if, like, this just didn't have a modern component to it, and it was just, I'm just playing through the story. It's a video game. They could do whatever, you know? Like,
Right.
just because Mario is in a world where he has to, crush Goombas and turtles or whatever with his fat ass. Doesn't mean that you have to be like a kid, hooked up to a thing that lets you, pretend that you're this Italian plumber character. You know what I mean? Like they threw that in there. So
I see what you're saying.
However, the story kind of sucked me in. And I was like, oh, okay, no, this is actually kind of cool. But after they butchered the story, I don't know. If I was in charge, I would just be like, all right, listen, we all know what these games are. We're just going to make historical, whatever you play as these assassins. Let's just leave out the modern component.
Yeah, I would have been totally satisfied with that. If the story was better, fine, but it just doesn't add anything. It makes me feel like, oh, we're taking a pause from the thing I care about.
Yeah. I just, like...
Let me get back to being an assassin. That's what I like. That's what I'm here for.
I don't care about those characters.
Patience, Evie.
Like there's no continuity. There's like different characters every time. Probably not, but I'm not paying attention. And I don't care about them. Like they're not sympathetic characters to me.
Yeah.
Like I've never heard anyone go, oh, the thing that I really love about Assassin's Creed is I love Sebastian, the scientist character that comes up in 2 of those games in the modern world. It's like, it doesn't happen. No one says that.
Yeah, the coolest characters are not from the modern era. Right.
Yeah, like you remember Ezio, and you remember Altair, and you remember Evie. Like it's about those characters. Not
that's a nice scene.
Yeah. Ubisoft.
Game finally. You have beat the tutorial.
You cleared the. Well, I wouldn't say you beat it. I mean, you kind of fucked up with the barrel thing, but.
Listen, man, I tried. I went back and tried to get barrels, and shit went wrong.
You managed to scramble through it.
I suppose.
But dude, fine. Sean and Rebecca, those are my favorite characters.
Oh, yeah, the most generic names ever.
Dude. Oh, there they are. There's Sean and Rebecca right there.
They could have just called them Becky and Stacy. Honestly.
That's what they should do. They should just have they should just have dumb names.
Just lean into it.
They're just doing stupid, like they're all at some like apartment or whatever, and they're just like eating Triscuits and like making Jello shots.
Our mutual friends will be here.
And like one of them's just playing the game in the Animus or whatever.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. I did try to make a new Jello shot recipe the other day.
We should make more Jello shots, to be honest.
Like I hadn't made any since college.
I had not had Jello shots before,
which I did not know. I think you actually told me that. I had just kind of like not internalized it because I just feel like everyone's had Jello shots by this point in their life.
Well, I didn't get to go to parties. I was too busy playing this shit.
Well, that's okay. I only went to one party which just happened to have Jello shots during my college experience.
It's just I was always fascinated by the concept of them. See, like what was that? They hid behind a plant. She got on a call with some dude who was dealing with some zombie drama.
They crashed her Zoom call, dude.
That's
Assassins.
what they do. Blew up a wall and jumped out a window. Like what?
I wish assassins would interrupt my Zoom calls.
I don't know that you would.
No, I think it'd be cool. Like you'd be talking to your.
I don't think that would go how you'd want it to.
You'd be talking to your coworkers and they'd be like, "Whoa, what was that?" And I'd be like, "Sorry, assassins have busted into my apartment. Hold on." And
then they probably kill you. If an assassin breaks into your apartment,
how do you know I'm the target? They might be looking for a piece of Eden.
They might be looking for me.
They might be looking for you.
Yeah, and then it would be fine. Dude, if they were looking for a piece of Eden and they just like pull it and you're just like, "Oh, who are you? What are you here for?" And they just like pull like your drawer open and there's like the apple of Eden in there. It's like, oh shit, I didn't
know I had that.
Like, yeah. And like I liked all of that. I liked all of like the lore of like the pieces of Eden and like, the alien shit and whatever. I was down for all that. I could suspend my disbelief through all that bullshit and like the Pope is in on it and all of that and whatever. But like, yeah, they just ruined it. I mean, I don't even think that's a controversial take at this point. I think everyone's sort of on the same page.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're gonna formulate a plan of attack against the Templars,
Yeah, we made it to London now.
which, as far as I can tell, is just a bunch of football hooligans.
And urchins.
Yeah.
And we just got pickpocketed because that's what you do.
Well, yeah. I mean, that kid's got to go buy opioids for his family.
Yeah, he's gonna end up in an opium den.
Yeah.
Alright, come here.
I mean, it's not cheap. He's got to afford gin and opium.
I guess I could have slid through that hole.
Do you think, like, smoking opium is fun?
I wouldn't know, Brendan.
I guess it's probably not, because everyone's just sort of graduated to, like, needles. You know? Like that. It seems as though...
Maybe the effects aren't so fun, like long term. I don't really know a lot about what it does to you. I'm just gonna like, boop.
I don't know, it always looks... Because I've only seen it in movies and television, like, obviously. So it's like, it's just romanticized, you know? When you see Cillian Murphy take a big bong hit of some fucking heroin, it's big sex. You know?
I guess they make it kind of like theatrical and...
Well, yeah,
so.
it's like...
This guy's just slumping around like, please kill me.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot to finish you off.
Finish him.
What else does London have to offer?
Oh,
Yeah,
there she
other
goes.
than pickpockets and people to murder.
Now is not the time for tourism.
Now is not the time for that.
She's standing over two dead bodies.
I've always
Now's not the time for tourism, Jacob.
Not since we got to.
That's why I like Evie.
Yeah.
Just like, tourism. Yes, that's what I was doing.
I mean, listen, they don't have the strongest personalities ever. They don't have, like, the best, you know, writing and stuff, but I don't know. And, you know, the costumes are a little over the top, but they are good character designs. So,
Oh, I agree.
arrive before Evie.
I'm gonna beat her. I'm gonna beat her ass. There we go.
Well done.
Nicely done.
the green shop located.
It's not hard. She like stops for a second and like lets you win.
Two assassins.
Keonda.
Equally
Keonda Baka.
one male.
What's your name? Mr. Grundis?
Smiles.
You're like the head assassin, right?
You are.
Henry Green.
Monsieur
Oh,
Grundle.
Humpus Grumpus.
I was sorry
Okay.
about your father's passing.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, we're also sorry.
What can you tell us about?
I was so sorry the night he mysteriously died and I had to like go and clean my hatchet in the back of the house. I mean,
Well, thank goodness.
walk the dog.
Sent you to aid us.
Yes.
Bah.
Their eyes are like weirdly red in the corners.
Yeah, you noticed that?
Like, why are they so
They like don't sleep.
inflamed? But it's just the corners. It's like, yeah, I guess the corners of your eyes are kind of,
His reach
you know, more pink or reddish, but like, that's a little too much.
Again, leader.
Yeah, I feel like they just...
I think it's just a component of like the
Have uniforms.
3D rendering of like, because you don't really see it until like their pupil is,
We can rally them to us.
you know, facing the other way.
You rallied those card players at the
Yeah.
to the river.
So it's like, it's just the pigmentation is not dynamic with how their eye moves. That's what I'm realizing.
You were never good at chess either.
Little details.
Find the
Yeah.
Prince of Eden.
But they just, I don't know. Would it look too weird if they just let them wait? I don't know.
Shall we?
I think it's kind of a matter of like, you're not looking at the character that close most of the time.
Yeah.
Like you're more looking at them like this than anything. So they kind of have to like do that to make it look
There's
less
a ton
weird.
of cutscenes where they're talking and stuff. I mean,
I
you
don't
get plenty of
know.
close shots on their faces.
It's true. It's weird. It's a little funny.
It's big funny.
It's big funnest.
Big fun, make me laugh big.
Look at
Make me do big laugh.
Man, that made me laugh.
Did I say
big.
Bryce's dog oil? Dude, Bryce is up in there oiling dogs. There's just dogs walking in. stumbling in drunk on their hind legs.
Are they oiling dogs or are they making oil from dogs?
No, I think they're oiling dogs. And then they just like they get a little puppy and they just rub his belly with oil.
There's just greasy puppies running
It's just-
around London.
Just well-oiled dogs coming out of that guy's shop.
Oh my god.
And like after a few
Oh
weeks,
dude, no.
enough people are gonna be like,
Oh no, I'm bleeding out.
enough people are gonna
Oh
look at that
no, I need help.
and be like,
Stop it for a second. Alright, I'm back. Sorry for that technical difficulty that I had there. It was just a blip in time for you, as far as you're concerned. But, that was a nightmare. For sure.
Sarah's malfunctioning.
Yeah, you know, there's a
Oh.
real phenomenon.
Damn, that was cool.
Yeah. I wanted to show you that. If you look up, you can see her fall.
No one wants to hear about your witchcraft, Sarah.
Sometimes when you laugh, blood comes out of your holes. It's just a real tragedy.
Jesus.
Like it's unavoidable
Stop.
part of life.
Stop.
Why does he want you?
This is
like
this is
Bloodborne
sort of,
up
by
in
the way,
here.
very autumnal looking setting. The leaves and stuff.
Yeah.
Look, that guy's wearing a Thanksgiving hat.
Yeah, dude.
That guy's a turkey.
And that man is a cornucopia?
No, that's Thanksgiving Santa.
Yeah. Thanksgiving game.
Yeah.
What
I like to
foods are you
imagine
looking
that-
forward to? Oh.
That there'd be a mashed potatoes and corn with gravy on it.
You can't be
Evie, they're ready to fight and
That's my
oppose
favorite thing.
Atlantis. This is my chance.
With beef gravy, not turkey gravy.
Beef gravy?
Yeah, come at me. The way you
Oh.
know the way I celebrate my Thanksgiving is wrong, incorrectly. I'm serious. Oh look, it's Dickens.
Confound it.
Confound this! Just for that, I'm gonna make Pip a bastard, and I'm gonna make Great Expectations a dumb, bad book. And it's gonna be the thing with the anti-Semitism and stuff that I do.
You know, that thing I do.
That's all going in there. All the bad things about all of my books.
What an odd.
Scrooge. I've invented Scrooge on the spot because of you.
And that's how it happened. True facts.
Yeah, I do love the historical characters in these games. I like how they bother to do that.
Like, what are the odds that you, as an assassin dressed like this, bump into Charles Dickens?
You meet Marx and Dickens and Darwin. Yeah.
And they try to be like, oh yeah, keep that connection in your back pocket. You never know when you're gonna need to hit up Charles Dickens.
Yeah, fucking Henry Green is trying to coach us into, like, networking.
Like, what do you think I am? A social being?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Destroy the thug carriage.
What, Raggy? Everybody get off the road!
Get off the road! Nice, that was fast.
That was easy.
Turn left.
Can we reverse this thing?
No. You just hold left.
When we finish this,
We can probably just kill these people.
This is like give me flashbacks to when I was at the parking garage earlier.
Oh yeah?
And there was someone in front of me and they couldn't get in. To the parking garage. I don't even know why the hell they were there. But they were taking up the only lane to get in. And she started backing up. I'm like, all right, I guess I gotta back up. So I backed up. She had plenty of room, tons of room. And then she's like leaning out the window, like looking at me, like, "Hey, could you?" I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" So I backed up more. And then she did it again, like 3 times like that. And I'm like, "Dude, I'm in the fucking street.
Like, what do you want
What is the matter
from me?
with you?" Like you can do it several point, and then she just, you know, and it's still, by the way, it was not like a 1-point turn. It was it was at least 2, but I didn't even keep track. I went past as soon as she pulled out of there. I just like
You were gone.
yeah, right in.
aiming high enough.
And I was
Yeah.
like, stupid, but
I mean, seriously, the driving in this place is just
and like, don't get me wrong, I hate cars. I have no patience for cars and mechanics and all that stuff.
Lead the police who turn a blind eye to activities.
But I know how to drive mine.
Sergeant Aberline. I've heard
yeah.
of
I mean,
milestone
that is a
stuff.
great place to start.
Next up,
Most
Yeah.
people don't even get there.
No, it's like
urchins. Children
just
make for excellent
I think it comes from playing video games. Honestly, I'm not saying I'm Mr. like
You would be
I'm not saying I'm Ryan Gosling in Drive or anything.
But there
But-
is some kind of like,
But I can maneuver, and it's like
yeah, there's some connection that you build
It's-
from maneuvering in
well, it's
a
just
game.
like challenge yourself.
known for his
You know?
ability to vanish before your
Yeah.
Like okay, so if you have like one tight turn, just okay, just do your best. Just do what you think you need to do. You make a mistake, whatever. You underestimate how much space you need, or you have to,
Don't worry about me.
you think you can make it a 1 point turn, but really you need 2 or something. But then you learn from that, and you get better, and you get experience, and then next time, you can learn how to drive your fucking car. Get out of my way.
Man, you angry.
Yeah. Well, a lot of this game has to deal with driving cars. And by cars, I mean carriages.
Yeah.
So, I think it's apt. But, anyway,
What's the plan then?
there's a dead horse there.
Did I do that?
Grand ideas.
Yes.
The fights.
I
Oh.
think you did.
I'm sorry, Timmy. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
he's okay. Goodbye,
Well,
horse.
I guess he's in heaven now.
This horse has gone to heaven.
Well, I guess
Alright.
I can be Evie, so that's cool.
Sweet.
All right.
All right,
What,
well,
what am I gonna do next time?
keep your dogs oiled and learn how to drive your cars.
Yeah, that's our homework
If you
for
don't,
you.
your homework is if you don't know how to drive your car, get in it right now and just drive into a wall.
Okay, Brendan.
Just for the fun of filling out insurance paperwork.
Fun.
Yeah, and you maybe you'll learn something.
All right then.
Maybe
Well-
you'll learn something from your bad experience, and you'll be better. You'll be better for it. Uplifting, right?
Yeah,
All right.
that's a great way to capstone this episode.
Well,
See you later.
see you next time.
Goodbye.